My boy Mbappe is officially a Real Madrid player. It's done. There's no more here we go. There's no more rumors. There's no more social. It's done. It's official. It's done. It's happened. And it's crazy. Like, let's start here. In '08, I think it was like '08 or '09. I can't tell you the exact year it was, but for some reason, this memory sticks with me, and it's never gone away, and it's such a weird one. But I used to work at a car dealership, and in this car dealership, I worked in the parts department. And I was sitting exactly on the parts department chair on the right side when Real Madrid got Ronaldo. Like, I know exactly where I was when the deal was struck. I know the exact place I was. I don't know why that's in my memory. It's just stuck in my memory for forever. I just remember that. And remember, at that time, I didn't know Ronaldo was going to go on to be the player he was. Obviously, already I won a Ballon d'Or for Manchester United. And he was already an insane player, but I never thought he was going to go on to win as many Ballon d'Ors as he did, right? Now with Mbappe, I feel like, 10 years from now, this will sit in the same place. Like, there will just be a memory of knowing exactly where I was when they finally struck a deal, because there was so much drama behind this deal. We waited so long to finally see Kylian Mbappe kiss the badge, right? It took that long, bro. It was one of those things where it was like we thought that it was going to happen last year and the year before, and then we just thought it was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen. We just didn't know when it was going to happen, and it's officially here. It's happened, bro. So I want to kind of give my thoughts on Mbappe to Madrid, what I think is going to happen. I've made many remarks about this before in the past, and you guys know I truly believe that this is scary for football. And I believe it's scary for football. When I say that it's scary for football, I want people to understand two things. The first thing is, just because you have the best team doesn't mean you're always going to win. Like, for example, I would say that, if I'm being fully honest with you and transparent, I truly believe that France probably had the best team going into the Euro, right? I think we can kind of all agree with that. I think they kind of had the best team going into the Euro. But guess what? The team that wasn't the best won the Euro. And that's just the way it is sometimes, right? And they played the best football, though. They didn't have the best players, but they played the best football. And so it's one of those things where, just because you have the best team doesn't mean you're always going to win. We remember the Zidane team and the Figo team. That team should have accomplished so much more, and it didn't accomplish so much more. So this team could flop, right? The Mbappe, Rodrigo, Vinny, and Jude Bellingham could flop. True. But I just don't think it's going to flop, and I'm going to explain why in a minute. But I do want to show y'all this absolute amazing thing that y'all need to look at, because this is, honestly, for me, just so beautiful. Like, I think we all need to just look at this for 1 second and admire it. I hope my sound is working. But Real Madrid and Ronaldo. Uno, dos, tres. And then the boy Mbappe said, you know what? Uno, dos, tres. Madrid. Let's run it back. So they ran it back with the Hala Madrid. Nah, it's sick, bro. That's just really, really cool to see. But let me give you my thoughts. Let me give you my thoughts of why I think this is going to be the scariest team in football, okay? Let me explain. When Luis Figo and David Beckham and all these teams got together, when all these players got together at Real Madrid, it was a very stacked Real Madrid, but world football was very stacked. And there was teams that were also stacked like Zidane's team. Not as stacked with like superstar names, but there were incredible players. When you look around modern football right now and you think about teams that have the caliber of superstars like Real Madrid, you would probably look at Man City. But then when you look at Man City and you think to yourself that Kevin De Bruyne is getting old, Ruben Diaz isn't the youngest, even though he still has a lot of time in him. Bernardo Silva's not the youngest. You do have Haaland that's very young, but a lot of their better players aren't as young as this Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, Vinny team. And you also have rumors that Pep Guardiola doesn't have that many more years at Man City. So when you take all of that into the equation, because let's be honest, Man City, a lot of their success comes down to Guardiola because of how great he is. You take that and then you look at Barcelona's financial issues, and although they have Yamal coming up, who is phenomenal, and they might get Nico Williams, who's amazing, you still need other players, and Barcelona have a great team, and Barcelona's going to be able to compete with this Madrid team for sure. But I'm just saying, like, you don't have the money to go build a crazy team. So you look at team situations. Chelsea was really spending, but that team's not really gelling. Manchester United's in a kind of a rebuild process. Italian football's coming back. You look around, you go, well, it's going to be hard for anybody to stop this team. On top of that, this team's already winning Champions Leagues. This team already won. Well, Vinny has 2 already, right? One with Jude Bellingham and one without Jude Bellingham with Benzema. So this team's already winning Champions Leagues. And now you're throwing this guy into the equation, which for me is just really scary for modern football, like I said, because there's not many teams that can compete with this. So now, right, you're still going to have a team like Man City that can knock out Real Madrid, potentially, because they can knock anybody out. But having Mbappe on the counterattack, they already showed they can beat City, and now they have Mbappe on the counterattack. And you might think to yourself, well, what if it doesn't come together? They have Ancelotti. And that's the scariest part of it all. Because Ancelotti knows how, and you can see he is a player's coach. I mean, you see him when he won the Champions League with a cigar in his mouth and hanging out, chilling, boom, boom, boom. And with the players love him. They all got the glasses on with him. They like Ancelotti, and Ancelotti's the type of guy that is going to find the best way to make Mbappe comfortable at Real Madrid. And you know, if he has to move him a position, he'll move him a position. If Vinny has to move for Mbappe, it's going to work. It's 100% because these players do that. Vinny moved this position this year, and there was no complaint to help Jude. So it's one of those things where it's like, you know, Rodrigo's not going to complain. That guy goes left. That guy goes right. He don't care. He's going to figure it out. He's going to play football. So it's special because they have Ancelotti, man. You pull this one up right here, and it says Kylian Mbappe. Vinicius Jr. is a unique player. I'm very happy to play with him, but also Rodrigo and all the others. I won't have a problem playing with him. I had a perfect season. It's me who has to adapt them. It's me who has to adapt to them to win. Listen, this is what I'm trying to explain to people. Mbappe is coming here with the mindset that it's their team. And that's important. And that's why it's amazing that for me, the best thing that happened at Real Madrid was them not getting him last year. Or the year before, because Vinny, Rodrigo, and Jude Bellingham going and winning a Champions League shows Mbappe like, hey, bro, like, we've done this. You want to join us? You want to play for us? You're joining our team. And I think that showed Mbappe like, hey, man, I was at PSG. I couldn't win a Champions League. These boys here won a Champions League. I'm joining them. This is them. This is their thing. They got this already. This is Vinny's team. Now, Mbappe will most likely become the star of this team very quickly because of how talented he is. But right now, stepping into this locker room, he understands that his role is to adapt to these players. His role is to make them better and work for them because they work already. They don't need Mbappe. They won La Liga and the Champions League. Mbappe needs Madrid right now. That's how it is. The truth is, Vinny or Jude Bellingham potentially could win a Ballon d'Or if Rodri doesn't get it, or Carvajal, what a guy. But Vinny or Jude could win a Ballon d'Or already, which means you at PSG, you never really had a look at a Ballon d'Or. These guys just popping onto the stage type thing, and they already about to get one, and they got La Liga, and they got Champions League. So Mbappe sees this and understands it, and I'm telling you that this worked out best for them to not get him so freaking early, man. Next thing he said here was Kylian Mbappe. Wait, this is the Vinicius Jr. one. He has another one about wearing the number 10, I believe, somewhere on here. I think there was one. I saw one where he was talking about wearing the number 10 that I kind of want to talk to you guys about, but I don't see it, sadly. I actually don't see it. Actually, it's right here. I found it. The number 10. I never said I wanted this number. It's Luka Modric's. I'm honored to play with him, a champion, a Ballon d'Or. I mean, again, the one thing I will say is this. European football players, they just know how to speak to the media. You're never going to catch them slipping when it comes media time. It's just not. Like when you look at basketball players and American football players, they say dumb things sometimes. European football players, I don't know who like talks to them before they go on, but they just always got the right answers. And Mbappe is answering everything perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to remember when Ronaldo got to Madrid, he wore 9. He was CR9 for a long time. Then he went to CR7 because of Raul. And now Mbappe, maybe he did want the number 10, but you have to respect, bro. You're coming to a team that is monstrous, bro. You're coming to a team. The truth is this, bro. Real Madrid and Barcelona, every club in my opinion, but especially Real Madrid and Barcelona, they're bigger than any player. It's just facts. They're bigger than any player. Like, yo, before Messi was at Barca, there was Ronaldinho, dude. You get what I'm saying? And Xavi and Iniesta. And now that Messi's gone, guess what? There's Yamal, right? And Yamal might go on to be something. And as good as Messi, no, but he's going to go on to something special. Everyone's going to be watching Barcelona now to watch Yamal. That's just what it is. And Real Madrid, before Cristiano Ronaldo, there was the other R9. And before that R9, there was Zidane. And before that, Zidane, you get what I'm saying? Like, the list goes on. And before Mbappe, there was Ronaldo. And this is going to keep going and going and going and going and going. And the team is the biggest, bro. So it ain't about a number. It ain't about you got to adapt to where you are now. So I know for Mbappe, this is a huge moment in his career because he's finally, and no disrespect to PSG, he's at a super top team. Real Madrid, PSG is a great team. Don't get it twisted, but he's at like one of the top teams in Europe now, man. So I know for him, this is absolutely huge, and I can't wait to watch his first season. But this is it, man. This is the moment he walked out, again, wearing the 9, just like Cristiano Ronaldo. Stadium full for him, which is remarkable. Florentino Perez with a smile on his face because that boy just keeps making crazy things happen. It is a beautiful thing to be a Real Madrid fan, man. I'm a Benfica fan. I wish that we could live moments like this. I do love watching Madrid. I grew up watching Madrid, but I'm a Benfica fan, man. Like, if Madrid loses, I'm kind of just like, oh, that sucks. But when Benfica loses, I'm sad. My day's ruined. But y'all are so blessed, man. The players y'all get to watch rock his shirt, it's unbelievable. But yeah, man, Zidane was there to present him. Ronaldo's Eusebio was there. It's beautiful, man. It is a beautiful. It's a full circle, in my opinion. This is like, you know, Ronaldo pretty much just played his last Euro. Messi just won his last Copa America. And like his presentation in Madrid was years ago, and it's like full circle now. It's almost like a chapter closing and a brand new book opening up. And we're here for it, man. The Mbappe story is going to be a beautiful story. We'll see how it all happens in football. But I think he's going to have a great season. I think his first season, he might win a Ballon d'Or. I'm going to go ahead and put that out there right now. I think Mbappe wins a Ballon d'Or in his first season. Thank y'all for watching. I love y'all. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.